Okay, my dear students, so let's start the new topic and that is related to your BGT. So the questions related to BGT. So the first questions related to BGT is the first question. Now the first question is for a BGT common base current gain, you have to given the alpha. So for a BGT common current gain, it means you have to given the value of alpha. So in this case, you have to given the value of alpha. So the alpha equal to 0.98 and the collector base junction reverse bias saturation ICO equal to 0.6 microampere. It means you have to given the ICO not equal to 0.6 microampere. This BJT is connected in the common emitter mode and operated in active region. With a base drive current IB equal to 20 microampere. The collector current IC for the mode of operation is what? IC equal to what? IC equal to beta times of IB plus 1 plus beta times of ICO. Just put here. What's the value of beta? So how you can find the beta? Beta is equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha. This is 0.98 upon 1 minus 0.98. And this is 0.98 upon 0.02. And this is equal to 49. So this is 49 times of IB. IB equal to what? So you have to give an IB 20 microampere plus 1 plus beta, and this is 50 times of ICBO, and ICBO is 0.6 microampere. So this is 8 and this is equal to plus 3. So this is your 98 microampere plus 3 microampere, and this is your 1.01 milliampere. So this is 101 microampere and this is your 1.01 milliampere. So answer is D. Option D is the right options. Now come to the next question. An increase in base recombination of a BJT will. So what do you mean by the recombinations? So an increase in the base recombination of a BJT will what? So if we increase the base width, base it means what? Base width. Okay. So breakdown VCEO equal to what? 1 by beta times of 1 by n is breakdown on VCBO. Okay. And as you know that breakdown voltage of VCEO equal to 0.52 times of breakdown voltage of VCBO. So what's the regions? So as increase in base recombination of a BJT will what will happen the BJT? So the BJT DC gain or VCEO, what will improve? This option is B options. So option B is right answer. Okay. So it will be increases. Now come to the next question, third question. The question number 3 is consider two BJT biased at the same collector current with area A1. You have to given the area A1 and you have to given area A2. Assume that all other devices parameters are identical. Okay, that's good. The intrinsic carrier concentration of this one is 1 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube. You have to given the charge. The difference between the base emitter voltage of the two BJT equal to what? As we know that, what's the current equation? IC equal to I naught e raised to power VBE1 by VT. This is a IC1. Okay. And I naught is directly proportional to area of cross section. Area of cross sections. So you can write here IC1 equal to I01 e raised to power VBE1 by VT. And IC2 equal to what? I02 e raised to power VBE2 by VT. Okay. Same collector current. It means IC1 equal to IC2. Or you can write here, just divide IC1 by IC2, I01 upon I02 e raised to power VBE1 minus VBE2 divided by VT. Now, you have to give an IC1 equal to IC2. This is equal to 1. So just put here and you will get the e raised to power VBE1 minus VBE2 divided by KT is equal to I02 upon I01. So VBE1 minus VBE2 equal to, this is VT ln I02 upon I01. Just put here 0.026 ln I02. What's the value of I02? I02 is directly proportional to area of cross section, and this is the area of cross section. So 300 into 300 divided by I01 directly proportional to area of cross section, and this is I01 is 0.2 into 0.2. Just put up the all values and you will get this is 0.381 volt. So in millivolt, what's the answer? 381 millivolt. The answer is 381 millivolt is the right answer. Is that clear? Now, next question. This is question number 4. If BJT is biased in forward active mode, that's good. VV equal to 0.7 volt, KT by Q equal to 25 millivolt, and reverse saturation current is 10 raised to power minus 30 ampere. The trans conductance of the BJT equal to what? So we have to find the trans conductance value. What's the trans conductance? Trans conductance, this is GM. This is called trans conductance. And this GM equal to what? IC upon VT. GM is IC upon VT. Is that clear? So IC equal to what? IC equal to I naught e raised to power VV by VT minus 1. This is a IC. And we have to find the IC value first of all. So this I naught equal to what? So I naught is 10 raised to power minus 13. E raised to power VV, this is 0.7 by 25 millivolt, 10 raised to power minus 3 minus 1. After solving this one, you will get this is 144.625 milliampere. Now what's the trans conductance? This trans conductance GM equal to IC by VT, and this is equal to 144.625 milliampere upon 25 millivolt. Just cancel out and you will get this is 5.785 ampere per volt. So milliampere per volt is what? You can write 5785 milliampere per volt. This is your right answer. Okay. So this is called trans conductance, and this is nothing but GM value. Now come to the next question. Next question is, if the base width in a BJT transistor is doubled, which of the following statement will be true? Base width is double. Okay. Beta is what? Beta is 2 times of ln by W whole square, or you can say LP by W whole square. So what will affect on the current gain will increase, unity gain frequency will increase, emitter base junction capacitance will increase, early voltage will increase. What will happen actually? So if base width will increase is double, then beta will what? Decrease. Beta will decrease. So first option is wrong. Beta will decrease. Unity gain frequency will what? Emitter base junction capacitance will what? Emitter base junction capacitance epsilon A by W. This is emitter base junction capacitance. So if base width is increased, it means what? The effective area of this one will be decreased. Okay, because this is your J junction, this is JC junctions. Okay, so if base width will increase, then what will happen? The effective base of the junction area will decrease, and if it is decreased, the capacitance effect will be increased. Okay, so emitter base junction capacitance will be increased. Early voltage will decrease. Early voltage will be decreased. Early voltage not affected. Okay. So in this case, option C is your right options. C is your right options. Now next question. The NPN BJT having the reverse saturation current, you have to given the reverse saturation current, is biased in the forward active region with VV equal to 700 millivolt. It means you have to given VV equal to 0.7 volt. The thermal voltage VT equal to 25 millivolt. So this is 25 millivolt. And the current gain beta is varied from, beta will vary from 50 to 150. So beta will vary from 50 to 150 due to manufacturing variations. The maximum emitter current in microampere is what? So we have to find the maximum emitter current. So emitter current is what? Beta plus 1 times of IB. Or you can say IC equal to alpha times of I. I equal to IC by alpha. Okay. So beta, you have to given the beta. Beta may vary from 50 to 100. Okay. So let's say the beta equal to 50 to 150. So let's say beta equal to 100. Okay. IC equal to what? I naught e raised to power VV by VT. Just put this is 10 raised to power minus 15 e raised to power VBE. So this is VBE equal to 0.7 divided by VT 0.0258. Just put this value and I naught this one. Alpha equal to what? So alpha is equal to beta upon beta plus 1. So this can be written 100 upon 101. You can write here and just put up these all values. So I equal to becomes 10 raised to power minus 15 divided by alpha, and 1 by alpha, this can be right here 1 by 0 by 100, and this is e raised to power 0.7 by 0.0258. After putting, you will get this 1475 microampere. This is 1.75 milliampere, or you can say 1475 microampere is the right answer. Now come to the next question. This is question number 6. The reverse mode model of a BJT is valid. Only active mode, only in active and saturation mode, only in active and cutoff mode, in active, saturation, and cutoff mode, all modes. Reverse mode model valid in all modes. The injected excess electron concentration profile in the base region of NPN transistor. You have to given the base region of NPN transistor. If the emitter or area base junction is this one, this is the area. So area is what? 0.001 centimeter square. This is your area. Mobility 800 centimeter square per volt second in the base region. The depletion layer width are negligible. Then collector current IC in milliampere is what? IC in milliampere equal to what? So IC current is what? Diffusion current. IC current is what? Diffusion current. Because due to NPN transistor, there is a collection of electron in this region. So there is a diffusion current. So IC is equal to QDNA dN by dx. This is your diffusion current. So 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb into dN. So dN by mu1, so this is d mu1 into Vt, because dN by mu1 equal to what? Vt, Einstein relation. So just put here mu1 into Vt into area of cross sections. This is 0.01 centimeter square, 0.001 centimeter square into dN by dx. So dN by dx is equal to what? 10 to the power 14 upon x is 0.5 micrometers. So just 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. Just put all these values, and after putting all these values, you will get this IC equal to approximately 6.65 milliampere. So answer is 6.65 milliampere. So IC current is nothing but diffusion current. I have already discussed in your class. Just go through the class notes. I have discussed that IC is nothing but your collector current, and which is nothing but your diffusion current. Now come to the next question. Now next question is, for a narrow band PNP transistor. So this is the PNP transistor. Excess minority carrier concentration of emitter and holes, and this one. So this is excess minority carrier, excess minority carrier, excess minority carrier. Equilibrium minority concentrations, NEO for emitter, PBO for base, NCO for collector in the quasi-neutral emitter, base and collector regions are shown below. That's good. Which one of the following biasing modes is the transistor operating in? So which mode? My dear students, as you know that if this is JE junction, if this is JC junction, so let's say this is JE junction, let's say this is JC junctions. If both in forward bias, then this is your saturation. If this is forward, this is reverse, then this is your active mode. This is reverse bias, this is reverse bias, then your cutoff mode. If this is reverse bias, this is forward bias, then this is reverse active mode. This is reverse active mode. As per the charge carrier profile, so what's this is your formation of the diffusion current. This is the formation of diffusion current. This is formation of the diffusion current. Here more diffuse, that is this is on your forward bias. It is less diffusion, this is nothing but your reverse bias. So inverse active mode, option C is your right options. Now come to the next question. An NPN bipolar junction transistor is operating in active mode. The reverse bias across the base collector junction is increased. Then what will happen? If reverse bias will increase, then effective base width increases, common emitter current will increases. Effective what will happen? This is your J junctions. This is your JC junctions. If reverse bias potential if you increase, then what will happen? This depletion layer will increases, and if depletion layer will increases, then effective base width decreases. Effective base width decreases. So in this case, effective base width decreases. Now beta is what? Twice of L upon W whole square. So if effective base width decreases, then beta will what? Increases. So effective base width decreases and common current gain will be increases. Okay. So option C is your right options. The base of NPN BGT T1 of a linear doping profile, this is given. The base of another NPN T2 uniform doping, this one given. The parameters are identical for both devices. That's good. Assume that hole density profile is the same that of doping concentration of T2. That's good. So what will happen actually? This is the doping concentration. This is the another doping concentrations. So the doping, the common emitter current gain of T2 is what? Common emitter current gain is what? Beta. Okay, this is your beta. All parameters are identical, and both having the given the profile. Emitter current gain of T2. It means emitter current gain of T2 is what? Approximately what? This is your Na. You have to given this is Na. This is N2. So you can write here. The beta is directly proportional to VB, and this VB potential is equal to VT ln and P1 upon P2. Just solve it. 0.026 ln 10 to the power 17 upon 10 to the power 40. This is 1000. And just solve it. This is 0.026 Ln thousand, and this is approximately 0.179, so approximately 0.2 volts. So option A is your right option. So this is the end of the video, and these are the questions from your BJT.